welcome to the first keynote of the Business Growth Show. My name is Matt Bullock, and I'm talking about Facebook is dead. We're going to just do just four things, which are going to keep it to about 15-20 minutes. Why Facebook is dead, social adverts, Instagram swell, and 5 things you can do to improve your social media today. It's quite easy. So I started off my career as a DJ. I still am a DJ. I started when I was 16. That was when I first started my first company as such. Still play now, started an agency. Lots of different businesses I've been involved with. Most of them have been, since about 1999, 2000, I've dealt with their social media, even back in that time, because I was standing in front of crowds like that, which is strange because I don't get nervous there, but with just 30 people I do get nervous, which is weird. So the companies I actually deal with at the moment are about 55 different companies. Intuitive is one of them. They resell most of my products. And then a lot of the other ones, which we couldn't fit all on there, use my products. So Intuitive resell, and I've got about another 5 resellers around the world who actually sell my products as well. So Facebook is dead. Well, it's not dead, obviously. It's working really well. But what is actually dead is the reach. Back in the good old days, which was about 4 months ago, before Mark Zuckerberg changed everything, the normal way of getting your information out there was by reach. So you would post onto your followers' timelines with business information, your business information, and then what would happen is they would share it and send it out there, and that goes outside the bubble. That's the easiest way of explaining it. But Mark, in January, in his little speech, stood up and said he wanted to take Facebook back to being friends and family. And all the shares and posts would be from friends and family, which is fine because you've got all your friends and family, which is a great bunch of people. And they obviously put great posts on there. So there's Auntie Sally's post, which is obviously a cat, because she loves cats and she puts all that on there. Then there's the selfies, which always go on there. So you're increasing all these. This is what he wants. He wants people to be friendly and happy and know what everybody else is doing. I'm not sure what that guy's doing. But what actually happened, between all those posts from your friends and family, you're starting to get sponsored adverts. Now, what he's done is stopped people like yourselves in business to get the reach on the posts to their followers and their followers, so it goes out to the bubble. You can't do it anymore. If you put a post upon one of your followers' timelines, it doesn't go anywhere. It just stays within the 1,000 people you've got following you on your business. So what you have to do now is you have to pay for posts. And what he's done is just increased his turnover of Facebook, because you get friends and family posts, but then you get business posts as well. Virtually every other one is a sponsored advertisement now. So this is where Facebook ads comes in. Now, has anybody used Facebook ads? Hands up, couple. Okay. Facebook ads includes obviously sponsored advertisements and the Boost program as well. It's not very successful unless you really know what you're doing. People don't know their audience. They don't know how to set up the systems. They don't know what type of pictures to use on Facebook advertising. And in the end, all the money goes down the drain, because I know of my clients who've spent £2,000, £3,000 with Facebook advertising and done nothing. It's not increased any reach. It hasn't increased any sales. They've just thrown the money away. And it's no one's fault. It's just a very difficult system. It's a fantastic system, but it's a really, really difficult system. So the system that I sell to clients, and also obviously Intuitive resell, is a package called Social Adverts. I've got 2 packages which I'm talking about today. It's obviously, this is a sales talk, but also explain exactly how it works. So Social Adverts, I'll explain how it works. So if you are tailors in London, or let's say Birmingham, we'll call them in Birmingham, they want to do Facebook advertising. So they come to us and we grab all their keywords. So we sit down in front of their websites and then study their website, study their business, and build about 20 to 30 keywords. This is what you need essentially. You can't just do it with 4 or 5 keywords. You have to have at least 20 or 30 keywords. It's the only way to build the actual core audience. The next thing we do is the actual people themselves, the actual main part of the audience. So you need to work out male or female, age groups. You know, obviously with a suit maker, it'll be predominantly male, and then the age group would probably be 25 to 65. And you can work out, if you can break it down to how much money they're earning. So what cars they drive, what areas they live in, and that type of thing. So building the audience is really important. When you do it yourself, if you do boosting or if you do any advertising yourself on there, this is the main section. The next part of this is quite important because people think they can put 30, 40 pounds into Facebook advertising and then just click UK and then try and hit all of the UK. And it doesn't work because you're spreading yourself way too thin. So you need to, if you live in Birmingham and your retail shop or online shop is centred in Birmingham, then you advertise in Birmingham. Don't advertise in Edinburgh or down south. It's ridiculous. Start off small in a little confined area. It's quite simple. So our system then does that. It builds the audience for you. We've worked out all the demographics. So we're saying that they're in Birmingham, it's male, and they're 25 to 65. We've got loads of keywords to trigger this. And then we monitor all those accounts in that area. So if they're in Birmingham, we just monitor it all the time within that demographic. Then hopefully somebody, this is Sam, who's just landed a new job and he's looking to buy a new suit. Now, our keyword system would be suit, obviously, because it's a tailor's, and we would actually look at new job, and that'd be two of the main key ones of the 30 or 40 keywords we have. So when he types in, this is on our system, when he types this in, it then triggers our system to send out an advert, and this advert goes directly into his timeline. These adverts don't go out across the board, they only go out specifically to people who are interested in your product or the tailor's product. So he gets that advert and he looks at it and says, oh, that's interesting enough. I wanted a new suit, I'll just put that on there. So that's there, and he clicks on the advert. And this is up to 3 days ago, this is the really clever bit. Now people go, oh, really? Because there's a form that's sent up on a landing page, which we create, and it grabs the data from Facebook. Now, this is the legal side of grabbing data from Facebook, not what the Cambridge company have been doing. It actually grabs the profile data of the person who's clicked, doesn't get anybody else's. And so you get a lead form. So the campaign name is obviously Taylor's, Sam White, his email address and his telephone number. That's what is propagated into the form automatically. He doesn't have to type anything, really. He's looked at the advert, he's clicked on the advert, one click, the form's come up and it says, do you want to send that form for that tailor's to contact you? And he says, yes. So he clicks that. So in 2 clicks, he's gone from seeing the advert to the lead being sent directly to you or to the tailor. And he then can obviously contact them by telephone or an email straight away because it's a hot lead. That's how it works. Now, this system works on Facebook and on Instagram as well, which I'm going to come on to Instagram in a second. So it works across both boards and both platforms really well, and it's really successful. Most of my clients, and the intuitive clients as well, they get about 3 to 4 leads a day. Some obviously people are just clicking. Some people probably, the normal percentage of 10, 20% will be hot leads who want to be converted straight away. So that system is great. And it only costs a little bit more than you spending money on Facebook. I'm not saying figures at all. You can speak to us on the intuitive stand. But usually about £300 will get you at least £200 Facebook budget. So the £100 is for the service for the month. So that works across Facebook and Instagram. Now, Instagram is really, really important. If you're not on Instagram, do it, because you may think it's just a picture-based platform, but it isn't, because more businesses than ever are now using Instagram. The reason why Instagram works well, it's like Facebook, but 10 years ago, when Facebook was great, when you could speak to people directly, when you could speak to your fans and your followers, and you could hit new people very, very simply. So our product, what we boast, is that we can give you 500 new followers a week. Now, that's the maximum you can do, and that's if you've got 10,000 followers already. That's one of our clients who gets about 450 followers a week he gets. But if you're brand new and you're newbie, you probably get about 30 or 40. And the thing is, all those followers are not fake. They're real people who are actually interested in your product. And how this works, well, we can do it yourself. So if you want to follow this instruction, if you want to write this down, the first thing you want to do is get 20 hashtags which represent your industry. Then you want to get 5 big Instagram accounts of your competitors, because this is important. You want to follow your competitors, because if they've got 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 people following them, you want to hit them. It's legal, it's fine. They don't even know what's happening. So you get 5 big Instagram accounts. And then what you do is stick some posts on your main account. Then every hour, search a hashtag from your list and start to follow people who have used it in their posts. So let's go back to the tailors for a second. So if someone says, new suit, got a new suit, and that hashtag is important to Taylor's Instagram account. So if you follow people who have got that hashtag, you'll find those people. So then after 24 hours, you follow them. After 24 hours, if they've not followed you back, you unfollow them. This, if you're following, it's really clever, this is. Every 48 hours, start to put a general comment on people's pictures who follow your competitors. 24 hours after that, follow the same person who you've commented on. After 24 hours, if they've not followed you, you unfollow them. And after 7 days, unfollow even the people who have followed you. And then you repeat this every day. It's that simple. It's really clever. And this will build your Instagram account up to 500 people a week. Or we can do it, because our system does that. And it works just brilliantly. I mean, it's when we try and sell products to people, this is the one, the Instagram site is what we show them first, because it's the most successful one. It's, you know, we do posting for Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn as well, but the Instagram swell system is the one that works great. It's not expensive. It builds your fan base, because the fan base is the most important thing you need, because that's your core audience who follow you all the time. You know, it's not like Facebook are a bit wishy-washy. Instagram people follow you all the time and they're interested in what you do. So that's the two accounts we do. And Intuitive sell these, and you can go and speak to them. I'll be on the stand as well, which is great. Now, I'm going to tell you a few things to try to help you on Facebook and Instagram. Now, you probably, most of you, if you're on Facebook, you'll know some of these yourself. If you've got a website, put your social media buttons at the top of the website, because it's more important than ever now to get people to connect to your Facebook and to your Twitter via your webpage from outside the loop or outside the circle, because that's the only way you're going to get new people into your followers. So put your icons at the top of your webpage. Make sure your Instagram account is switched to business profile. This is important because this gives you all the reports for the analytics and who's following you, and it's tons of stuff on there that comes back to you. So make sure it's switched to business profile. This will also help you if you post to Instagram. When it's business profile, you can link it to your Facebook page, so it posts to your Facebook page as well. Simple one, that is. Use Instagram Live and also Facebook Live as much as you can, because followers love live footage. They love it. It's anything that comes up live, because it tells the followers straight away that you're live. So if you've got a new product or you're doing something special or whatever, do it live, and it will tell them to say, the person you're following is doing a live video. That's what you need to see them straight away. So they'll click to it. Use influencers on Instagram. Influencers. If your business, let's go back to the suits going again. If he's got 1,000 people on his Instagram account, and then he's got a big tailors, they've got 10,000 people on his account, tag them in to the posts you do, because that means their followers will see the posts that you do. People miss out on this, but influencers are so important on Instagram, because it will build your audience while you're piggybacking everybody else's. Then the simple one that most people do, but it's also a great one, is run a like and share competition on Instagram and Facebook. Now, this is a simple one. You give someone away and they just have to share it and like it, and that's how they enter the competition. This will get your product out there further than your normal reach. So this works on Instagram and Facebook. So that's the 5 things. Hopefully people took some pictures of that. I run a blog every Sunday morning, which is on an email. This is the one that just went out on Sunday. And we just talk about everything social media. It's not a selling email. It just talks about social media. If you want to join it, you can just drop me a business card on here and I'll put you on there. We talk about everything about social media and films and television, all kinds of different things. But it's really, it's informative, and we try and keep everything up to date there. But we don't sell products. It's not a selling point of email. So the social adverts, Instagram, swell, that's all I've got to talk about on this, thank God. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you.